Let's say you were walking in the desert and you had a bottle of water, and then someone came, took your bottle of water, opened it up, they started pouring it out slowly, 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 slowly. And remember, this is your last bottle of water. You can't get any other water. What would you do? Would you let them keep pouring it out, or would you put a lid on that bottle of water and tell them, wait, stop? Think about that for a second. This is exactly what is going on with the UK right now. Instead of this being a bottle of water, it's actually millionaires and productive people in the UK who pay a lot of money in taxes. The water inside of that bottle is them leaving the country to go to other places like the UAE, to go to other countries, maybe for a better quality of life, not necessarily better taxes, but just in general leaving. If you think the UK would let them just keep pouring out of that bottle without stopping them, you would be insane. Because Canada doesn't let that happen to its citizens. And a lot of countries around the world also don't let their citizens just leave tax-free. One day, maybe in a year or even in a couple months from now, you'll be watching this video and you'll be like, wow, Kevin was right. Kevin knew that the UK wouldn't keep letting people leave their country without having to pay an exit tax. And like I said, a lot of countries around the world have this rule to manage the amount of people leaving their country. So as an example right now, let's say you're living in Canada, you had a business, an online business, and it was worth $1 million. Whether it's actually worth that or not, it's valued at $1 million. Canada would actually tax you before you leave the country. They would tax you on the appreciation of that business before you leave the country, even though there's actually nothing in your pocket showing that that business is worth $1 million. Maybe you made money, but they would tax you. And I've seen this with people that I know personally, like my friend Tim, who had to pay over $500,000 to exit Canada. What did Tim have? He had a YouTube channel. And in this case, you might argue, well, what value does a YouTube channel have? Well, it actually does have value because it has IP, it's generating revenue, but technically that money that he had to pay, that $500,000 that he had to pay, wasn't from selling his YouTube channel. It was just from the appreciation of that channel going from nothing to what it is today. And this same thing applies for everything. It's not just for your business, it's also for your assets. For example, let's say you're a Canadian and you have $100,000 invested in crypto. It goes to $200,000. Well, now you have to pay tax on that gain, that new $100,000 in gain. And you have to pay it before you leave Canada. Now with the UK, it's actually not like that. And when I found out about this, I was mind blown. I was like, what? I was speaking to a UK tax advisor that we work with. I remember this conversation very well. And she told me, yeah, Kevin, actually, when you're from the UK, you don't have to pay any exit tax. And I was like, what? How is this real? How can you leave the UK without paying an exit tax when almost every country kind of forces you to pay something? Well, it's not the case for the UK. And that's why a lot of our clients recently, and most of them I could say recently, are from the UK because they're trying to get out of the UK before it's too late. And you know, you have to think about yourself first, because if you give away all this money in taxes just because you decided to stay a couple months more in the UK, well, that's maybe not the best decision. And a lot of people are taking action right now. They're taking action by leaving now before anything changes, because once it does change, there's no going back. Like, you can't say, oh, can I leave now? No, the door is closed. They closed the bottle. You have to stay there and you have to pay that exit tax. That's why we're seeing a lot of people leave. That's why year over year, more people from the UK are leaving to Dubai. 9,500 millionaires alone, millionaires, not people making 200K, 300K, 400K. Millionaires are leaving the UK right now to avoid this so that they don't have to get trapped. And it's not just like they're leaving the UK, the country that they love so much. Of course, they love the country where they're from, but they're leaving a country that is, quite frankly, going downhill. And they're going to other places where their money goes a lot further in terms of saving money with taxes, buying power, quality of life, you know. And they're going to places like Dubai and the UAE, specifically Dubai. And that's exactly why we've been helping people move here. And if you want a full guide on how to move to Dubai, how to move your business to Dubai, your life to Dubai, your family to Dubai, book a call using the link down below. And if you want a full guide, there is a video right here where you can watch step by step on how we can help you fully register in Dubai in under 30 days.